Just a few months ago, I made a video bashing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem prior to anything even being released. And then trailers started rolling out and my mind was quickly changed and I was open to seeing what the film had to offer. And now after seeing it, I can say that it far exceeded my expectations, but I also had some issues with it. What's up, Nerdgenic Nation and TMNT enthusiasts, Aaron Waller here, and today I want to share my thoughts on the animated film Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. After years of being sheltered from the human world, the Turtle brothers set out to win the hearts of New York and be accepted as normal teenagers, and with the help of their new friend April O'Neil, they take on a mysterious crime syndicate, but they soon get in over their heads when an army of mutants is unleashed upon them. This film sees the Turtles being voiced by actual teenagers for the first time ever, and honestly, I thought it was perfect. And where I previously thought that some voices maybe didn't quite match the Turtle, once you see it in context and hear the voices in the entire film, it didn't even cross my mind a single time. The kids who did the voices are all great and they each got their moment to shine. No turtle was left behind in any way. And Jackie Chan as Splinter, Ice Cube's Superfly, and all the other characters were pretty good as well. Honestly, no complaints here on any of the acting fronts. As for the direction, the pace and tone were pretty on point. It was entertaining and kept viewers engaged through most of the runtime, though there are a few points where the pacing stumbled a bit and kinda lost the younger audience members. But this wasn't an all-out action film. There were moments that needed to be a little bit slower to build up relationships and the story. And while it was able to do so, it still quintessentially felt like a Turtles movie, but in the modern age. There's a ton of pop culture references, including a Hey Arnold association that I made early on, and even a Marvel reference or two. But they have cell phones, talk over each other, make stupid jokes, and have a lot of teenager traits, feelings, and problems, which come across quite nicely. As for the visual style of the movie though, I absolutely loved it. It will probably get every comparison possible to Spider-Verse, which I totally get and even made that comparison myself. But the full movie feels totally different. It's a lot more like a painting style than a comic style of Spider-Verse, so it feels very much like its own thing. But I loved the style and enjoyed the things that they were able to do and make feel artistic but bleed into the background at points where it wasn't really trying to be in your face and your brain just sort of accepted it and didn't see it unless a slightly different look came into play on any occasion. And as far as the soundtrack goes, it too was phenomenal. They did a great job including music from De La Soul, A Tribe Called Quest, and a lot of chill hip-hop mixed with some more fast-paced ones as needed. And they even interjected ninja rap at one point, so kudos to them for including that in there. And from a music standpoint, this was easily the best of the Turtles movies, with the 2007 TMNT movie in second. As for the themes and messages of the film of the Turtles looking to be accepted, I felt like that was pretty good, though a little bit heavy at times. They've gone through this arc a lot more frequently as of late, but this particular version made it feel a bit more heartfelt than others. Maybe because them being teenagers is a much more prominent point, and it's something that will connect a lot more with kids and teenagers than the other films and shows have in the past. But despite really liking about every aspect of Mutant Mayhem, there are a few choices that I didn't agree with or think should have happened at all. And most of those revolve around the final act and the ending of the film. And with that, this next part will have some spoilers for the movie, so be warned if you want to remain spoiler free, and skip to the time on screen if you want to remain so. Alright, so now that everyone who wants to be here is here, and everyone who doesn't want to has skipped already ahead, let's go ahead and get into it. The first issue that I had involved the other mutants, most of which are staple villains like Bebop and Rocksteady, but they're all friends and essentially living with the Turtles by the end of the movie. Which for me personally is kind of weird unless they go back to a life of crime or Shredder's able to recruit them in the sequel, which by the way there is a Shredder tease at the end. But my other and more larger issue is how the Turtles become more assimilated into the human world, which is something that I felt very weird about. They essentially leave the sewer to join the human world and go to high school, which is obviously something that they've never done before. They even go maskless, which felt also kind of wrong. But don't get me wrong, I think them making some kind of progress, especially in what I would consider a somewhat more open-minded and accepting world, depending on who you talk to I suppose, it inspires a lot more hope. But for a group that's literally called the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it feels like it's almost a little bit too much of a stretch. And I could have lived with them being accepted to a degree as heroes of the city, but going to high school is a totally different ballgame. Overall, Mutant Mayhem is a good movie, and I had a good time seeing the Turtles feel like the characters that I know and love, but at the same time adapting them to a more modern age with their behaviors and the storyline. And to make things better, the action and humor were also very on brand. And for that reason, the grade that I'm going to give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie, and though it has things that I wouldn't necessarily agree with in the final act, I would easily say that this is one of the best Ninja Turtles movies to date. It's like the 2007 TMNT, where it kind of does its own thing, but this one I feel like will definitely be a lot more accepted, as well as get a sequel because it just does such a great job at bridging the old Turtles fans with the new ones, and that just makes a shell of an experience for everybody. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, and now I want to hear from you in the Nerdgenic community. Have you seen the new Ninja Turtles movie? If so, how did you feel about it? Did you like this approach? What would you have wanted to be different? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, be sure to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos from me or the rest of the Nerdgenic team. But also be sure to give us a follow across all social media platforms at Nerdgenic. And that way you don't miss out on any special news, announcements, or articles at nerdgenic.com. But in the meantime, if you want even more video content from us, check out one of these awesome videos on screen. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, we really do appreciate it, and we hope to see you in the next video.